Today in Hartford, we have a saga of enigma and excitement, legal drama, campus sorrow, and a sports rise. All right, here's where we begin. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark. It's me, your host, Dean Bark, bringing you the latest and greatest, and maybe the not-so-greatest, from Hartford. First up, we have quite the headline. Biker club member faces murder and kidnapping charges for 2021 C.T. Wood's death. Timothy Lange, a man with some unusual social circles, you could say, has been charged with murder and kidnapping related to a 2021 case in Somers, Connecticut. The victim was found in a car, nestled 500 feet off the road. Talk about going off the beaten path. This whole setup signals foul play linked to biker gang activity. Biker gangs, historically known for their cozy relationship with organized crime, aren't strangers to such controversies. And when you throw remote wooded areas into the mix, investigators had a tall task on their hands. Now, the crime scene might as well have put up a sign saying nothing to see here, right? But that kind of strategic concealment highlights the grim business of territorial disputes gone violent. That's the story right there. Such tales indeed serve as reminders of the persistent threat organized crime poses, especially in secluded spots. Next up, let's cut to the chase with the legal run-in headline. Dominican national sentenced to 4 years for fentanyl trafficking from New York to Connecticut. A Dominican man has received a 4-year sentence for his role in transporting a not-so-small stash of 2 kilograms of fentanyl from New York to Connecticut. Now, fentanyl, it's not just any run-of-the-mill opioid. It's potent, used medically in small doses, but scary when it hits the streets. You might call it the villain of the modern cityscape. The sentencing showcases the ongoing battles law enforcement faces in containing drug distribution, particularly in the northeastern U.S., a notable hub for such adverse activities. Here's a kicker. Fentanyl is far more potent than heroin. You can picture the chaos that creates in the illicit market. And folks, with threats like these, the fight must continue with full force. Let's transition to this unusual scene with the next headline. Unusual deer crashes on I-84. A look at Connecticut's wildlife challenges. So imagine this. You're cruising down I-84 and suddenly, bam, a deer crosses the path. State officials raised eyebrows, calling these recent collisions unusual. You don't say. Although these incidents seem random, they're more common during certain months. We're talking deer vehicle collisions peaking in mating and winter seasons when our furry friends make their way across roads more daringly than usual. And, bucks lose a bit of their cautious nature when chasing after mates. Biology at its finest, or maybe not. It highlights a bigger picture of wildlife unpredictability, urging us towards effective driver safety and mitigation strategies. Next up, here's a solemn note. SCSU community grieves loss of vibrant student Nazia Walton. The loss of young, spirited lives hits the hardest, doesn't it? Southern Connecticut State University bids farewell to Nazia Walton, an 18-year-old who was indeed a bright light in their halls. Known for her laughter, expressive artistry, and deep involvement in fostering understanding through academic projects, she had dreams of becoming a forensic psychologist and a tattoo artist, a vibrant soul with a canvas all her own. Her university and broader community mourn her passing, yet they also cherish her legacy of artistry and advocacy, an indelible footprint in her short but meaningful journey. Last up, a tribute of another kind. Connecticut legislators honor late Senator Joe Crisco's 24-year legacy. Joe Crisco, heard of him, haven't you? A legislative force who spent 24 years sculpting Connecticut's healthcare landscape, especially for breast cancer screenings. A champion of bipartisanship, now rare as hen's teeth, he navigated the swing districts like a pro. His passing at 90 marks the end of an era. But his work, like campaigning against drive-through mastectomies, leaves a legacy in state governance still resonant today. Crisco's career, a template of dedication and cooperation, reminds current leaders of the impactful possibilities in a united political front. And there you have it, folks. The heartbeat of Hartford, all wrapped up in today's package. I'm Dean Bark, signing off from the City Report with Dean Bark, where you get what you need to smooth the edges of today's chaos. Have a great day, and join me tomorrow for more from our vibrant city.